to yet another edition of A Splash of Asphalt Live.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Josh. Woo. Yes, yes, yes. We're ready for yet another race weekend as we are headed to the Richmond Raceway. But before we head to the Richmond Raceway, there's plenty to talk about that had happened at the Iowa Speedway.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, most definitely. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start. Gotta start. The O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Okay. You know what? Carson Kvapil, the kid wasn't even able to land to settle on with Junior Motorsports, his parent team, a full-time season this year because of sponsorship. It has nothing to do with talent and had nothing to do with talent. Okay.
Right.
And, we knew that going into the season. Junior said it. Several team members have said it. That's the case. Now, he's done a well of a job. The times he's been in that 91, the times he's been in just every car he's been in, he's got the most out of the equipment.
Oh, yeah,
Finally,
he's awesome.
He is. He's an excellent driver.
I actually like him a lot, yeah.
I didn't have my eye on him all that much, really. I mean, until like the second half of last year. He started getting my attention.
Yeah.
Just strong runs, real strong runs. And I mean, where he'd either have something happen during the race or he just didn't qualify well, but he would always end up finishing strong. That's the mark of a very quality driver. And he always could pull that off more times than not. As a rookie, even he was showing flashes of this. Well, Carson Kvapil, not only has he finally scored his first career victory, he's scored back-to-back O'Reilly Auto Parts Series victories now. Winning at Iowa Speedway this past weekend. Awesome. Awesome for him. Junior Motorsports, everyone that's supported him. Very, very proud of Carson Kvapil.
Oh, for sure. As they should be, man. He's been a monster, dude.
So I'll go ahead and I'll let you, if you want to rattle off the top 5 or top 10, you got the results on your end.
Yeah. Which race? The Iowa.
O'Reilly.
Right? The O'Reilly.
Yep.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
But see, Kvapil, he just took a little time to learn his racecraft. I think it is what is really what it was. He was experienced, reps, racecraft. And now that he's got his racecraft underneath him, along with the best equipment in the series, you see now he's able to put it together and win races. Connor Ritchie, welcome back yourself, buddy. Welcome back yourself.
All right, so
We are happy you're here, partner.
All right, so at Iowa, we had obviously Carson. Number 2, Raja had a good finish. Raja
He
Career.
did. Raja.
Number 3, we had William Zwalich.
Zawallich, yes.
I think I got this time.
J67 TV. What's going on, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
Number 4, we had Ross Chastain, and number 5, we had Sheldon Creed.
Sheldon Creed, another strong run. Sheldon Creed, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 6, a person nobody really talks about all that much that's doing pretty good is Nick Sanchez.
Oh, what number was Nick Sanchez in this past weekend?
87.
That, and that team, people don't talk about all that often.
Right.
But that team, them and Austin Green, they have some good runs too. Welcome, Bailey. Welcome to the stream, Bailey. We appreciate you being here. But Nick Sanchez, huh?
Yeah, Nick Sanchez was 6th. Taylor Gray was 7th.
Yes. Taylor Gray, Taylor Gray, man, it's really a JGR thing. Their
It's got
their O'Reilly Series program's just not where it needs to be. It doesn't seem.
no, it needs to get a little bit better, man. I mean,
It does,
but I
and they'll
mean,
figure it out.
yeah,
They
yeah,
will.
figure it out, and then because I mean, it's getting dominated by Junior Motorsports. I mean, there's no doubt about that, dude. Uh,
Yeah.
but it is impressive. Like I said, not many people this year's talked about Carson Kvapil, and the only publicity he had this year is that bad wreck he had. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. It's all been Justin Allgaier, really, who's gotten the publicity from
yeah,
Junior Motorsports. Because I mean, he's just spanking everyone in points.
yeah, yeah. He is, dude. He's been phenomenal. Might as well just hand him the trophy now.
Yeah.
That's the way I
Honestly,
look.
I kind of tend to agree with that. Yeah. Bailey, yes. I would appreciate you being happy to be here. We're happy you're here also. Um, Jamar Bailey, thank you for the good luck there. All right. And yep, Connor Carson is doing very well in this series. Indeed. Definitely agreed.
Of course, that is our 2003 NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series champion.
Yep. Travis Kvapil.
Yep. Actually, he's been at the track. He usually goes to the track. Kvapil's first win. His dad unfortunately wasn't there, but he called his dad on the phone because he was actually at the track with his brother, who won that same night.
That's right. You're 1,000,000% right. Um, at least Travis was there with one of them. I mean, he's only one person. He can't be there with both. I
Right.
understand him being with the younger one. I get that. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
Junior was there with Carson,
Yeah.
so it was all right. It worked out okay. So, but yeah, well, guess that will pretty much do it for talking about Riley Auto Parts Series at this point because Carson Kvapil, that's I mean, that was the leading story, and everybody's proud of him. I'm proud of him. Everyone's proud of him. The whole NASCAR community, very proud. Now,
Oh,
the Cup Series race. All right. The Iowa Corn 350. Honestly, guys, it was a pretty interesting little race. Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs wins his second career NASCAR Cup Series race. This one coming, obviously, at Iowa Speedway, holding off Christopher Bell. Really, for his teammate, another Toyota. Toyotas are flying right now, continuing to really set the pace in the Cup Series. Anyway, um, that's what happened at the very, very front of the field. A few positions back. At Iowa, we had some surprise runs, underdog runs, if you will. And if you've been following me at all, I know a lot about the underdogs. So, toward the front of the pack, we had Josh Berry. Okay, for the second week in a row, he put that Wood Brothers Racing number 21 Ford not only in the top 10, but now in the top 5. This is the first time they placed in the top 5 all season long.
yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, he ended up finishing fourth. Great run for them. Ross Chastain, he even scored some stage points throughout the day and came home 7th. And Trackhouse Racing has been off notably this season. All of us have noticed. And I mean, here we go. AJ Allmendinger, guys. Again, I've said it in past weeks, past shows. I mean, driving for College Racing with no factory support whatsoever, this man somehow pulls out another top 10 finish, finishing 8th. Then Austin Dillon had another strong run, decent run. They're slowly starting to figure things out, I think, at Richard Childress Racing. A little bit more on Austin Dillon here in just a few minutes. He was able to bring it home after an all around solid night. starting 7th. He ended up finishing 10th. I also want to bring up rookie Connor Zillage because Connor Zillage had a strong. He had to go out early in qualifying, which normally is a it just it's basically you're cursed if you do that. It's all bad. Well, he was able to somehow qualify 8th. Connor Zillage got it done in qualifying, and it paid off in the race. He was able to stay out of trouble, have a quiet race, and bring it home 11th. That's
Yeah, I was
excellent.
glad
That's
to see him. I mean, I was hoping that he'd get a top 5, but but
yeah, I was hoping, but on an oval, this is great, Josh. This was a
oh,
big improvement. You
I
know what I
know.
mean?
Yeah, I was hoping that he would be. I was hoping he was running 8th and 9th all day, and then it's just I think just the tires wore out, and then it fell back just a little bit.
Yeah. I'm not a million percent sure exactly what happened. It might have been that last round of pit stops. He just got shuffled a little bit, maybe. I don't. I'm not. I don't have the exact answer for that because
Yeah.
I was paying attention to a different part of the pack at that time. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, um. But as for the bubble, all right, Joe Logano 13th plus 89. You got Bubba Wallace 14th plus 68. They're pretty safe, in my opinion. They're pretty safe. Now Shea Van Gisbergen, SVG, he lost about 10 points on the cut line, but he's still plus 47. So, uh, in my opinion, I still think he's pretty safe. Austin Cindric, he lost some points, like 8 points to the cut line, also, and he's 16th. He's plus 29.
Yeah, he's plus
Ryan
29
Preece,
right behind him's Priest. Yeah.
yeah, right behind him's Priest, which about if he's Cindric's plus 29, that makes Ryan Preece negative 29. Ross Chastain, after a pretty strong run and a decent day, um, he's only 47 out of the chase at this point. I outside of like a win and like a couple top fives backing that win up, I don't see him making the chase still though. I hate to say that. I'm a Ross Chastain fan, but I just the that's asking a lot, in my opinion. Just asking a lot. Brad Keselowski's 48 back in 19th, and Eric Jones rounds out your top 20 in points, 50 points out of the chase at this point currently.
Yeah, and Eric Jones was mad this past week when he got taken out by Tyler Reddick in lap 4,
Oh, definitely, definitely.
especially the spot he
Think
was in.
think I read something about that. Yeah. Um, Tyler Reddick, buddy, he's on one hell of a slide. Like it's just, brother,
Yeah,
it's
he dropped two.
really.
Yeah, he dropped 2 spots, man. He's down 100 points, 120 points behind now. So
Mm, yeah, it's not been going well for him the last 2 months at least. It's been rough
it's a lot of
for
car troubles. The
old
person
Tyler
that's on
Reddick.
fire right now that I'd be watching for uh, is probably Christopher Bell. He's been coming back to form, man. He's been looking really good.
He's been looking fantastic. If
I
he
mean,
can, once he punches through and he actually wins, he may go on like a run and win several races.
yeah, I mean, he came close to what Indy and last week. I mean,
Uh-huh.
right on the tail of both drivers. So it's just,
Right.
you know, I think needs to be a little bit more things done to the cars to make it more competitive at the end. But
To make dirty air not such an issue
yeah,
is the fact that when you get up right behind somebody, you shouldn't make your car, push. You lose front end, your front end so bad that you can't. You just dirty air ruins everything
oh yeah, and
with
it's
these
happened
cars
to him
specifically.
twice this year, twice.
With these
And
cars specifically, it's a real problem, a real
yeah,
big problem.
yeah.
Now, Austin Dillon, like I was saying, I was gonna bring him up in just a moment. I don't know if you guys have you even remember this, but Austin Dillon is going in here. If I remember correctly, hasn't he won the last two Richmond races?
Yes, he's been back-to-back champ there. So
So he's looking for a three-peat.
he's looking for a three-peat this week at Richmond.
And I don't know what it is about Richmond. I think it's he said it's a certain line that and style that he runs this track. Maybe it is, but I
Some
mean
people are
it.
just good at certain tracks, man. I mean, it's weird how that works, but
Yeah, yeah, it is, and you're not wrong, but just it's shocking. It's just shocking. I don't know how else to. What I don't know what else to say about this. It's surprising,
yeah, it is.
but and yeah. Now, you may have heard about this also. Dsle Jr. slams NASCAR after Denny Hamlin had brake issues at Iowa. And this is not just during the race, this is from like the beginning of practice on Saturday. Okay. So, and look, the rule book prevented his team from doing really anything about it at all. Do you think NASCAR should change the rule in cases such as Hamlin? I mean, because it calls into question his safety. It calls into question, I mean, him being able to actually complete the race.
Well,
And I
if
mean,
you want my
and just
opinion, because I'm looking right now, the rule says that it says I'm just trying to make sure I read it correctly. Uh, yeah, they meant Hamlin could not change his pads before the race, uh, which I think is ridiculous. And when it comes to safety, I think you should be able to change it whenever. I mean, that's just my
right.
per. They should all use the same standard equipment. I don't care what the manufacturer is. They should use the
Hmm.
same brake pad and be allowed to change them at any time. That's just
Yeah.
my personal opinion on that. Like you said, it's with the safety issues.
Yeah. And,
I mean, how much are you going to
they're,
cheat on a brake pad? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, Josh,
at least
teams,
prior to, at least make it to where if you NASCAR will have to make the decision. Is it worth like There's going to be it has to be in my opinion. I think it has to be NASCAR to make the opinion. Hey, is it safe for the driver to keep running with these pads, or should we allow them to change? But then again, then you go into the whole wormhole of you're just picking certain drivers that you want to change. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So it has to
Yeah.
be a standard rule. I agree with Dsle Jr., but it has to be. I understand why the rule's strict too, because brakes do matter during the race. But at the same time, if it's a safety issue, then there has to be somebody that could come in and say, "Hey, you can change them if you need to." It's just
This is what, in my opinion, they should do this. If, and I think that used to be like this. If, just like if they had an engine change, they went to the back of the pack. If they had certain part change, they went to the back of the pack. They started from the
yeah,
rear.
I agree with that. If you change your brakes, you go to the back. Like anything else, if you change your
You
brakes
know,
and you decide to change your brakes, you go in the back. I mean that
yeah.
that solves it right there.
I mean, there it is. So
Me personally,
it's
I think the issues with the brake pads. They need to. We've seen this too much this year of brake pads exploding. I
yeah,
mean, at the end of the day, I'm just going to add on to what he says. Is you're mad at NASCAR for not allowing them to change the brakes. You should be mad at NASCAR for the kind of equipment they have. They need to change up their
yeah,
brakes and get some brakes in there. I mean, if F1 cars can run solid brakes, NASCAR should be able to do the same thing.
same,
Yeah.
same. I totally agree. I completely agree with you. It doesn't make, and I know a lot of people, one of the things NASCAR will say is, "Oh, well, this is the cheapest we can. We're trying to save teams money and blah blah blah." No, they're not. Because even if they do save them money, teams are just going to go spend it somewhere else to try to get ahead. So stop. Stop
Yeah.
feeding us that line of bullshit and just be straightforward. Say, okay, look, this is what it is. And if something like this happens, you go and you start from the back of the pack. It changes. It just fits.
And I
It's a
think
nice
Dell
blanket thing.
I, I think Dsle Jr.'s biggest issue with that, though, after reading that, is that NASCAR was going to penalize him if he changed the brakes. The more I read while we're talking, is that's
Yeah,
from what I see, that's what Earnhardt Jr.'s biggest problem was. Is like, okay, so he's concerned about his safety, and you're going to penalize somebody over that.
right. That's complete horseshit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. But yeah, whatever. NASCAR needs to figure this out because this is, like you said, this isn't the first time this happened this year. It's
Now
just this is
remember,
the first
remember Ross? That kid got hurt in the stands. Remember that from
from a break path,
from
right?
a break. So you figured that would all right. The fans should be the most important.
Right.
So you figured this should be changed by now or fixed.
They're fixed or something in the works to be fixed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And here we are still dealing with
Yeah.
this and
So
just
we'll see at the end of the year if they try to make some changes, maybe do different caliber and brake setup. Try something
maybe.
different like that. Maybe. Uh, they already got a big
Man,
enough wheel. I mean, hell, they're running 18-inch wheels. So I mean,
well, they have different I think they have like different for like short tracks. Okay, there's a certain kind of brakes you can run. Like that for um speedways. They're smaller. You know what I'm just saying? The rotors are smaller, they're thinner. And they're made that way. So when the wheels are actually going around, there's less friction. It doesn't grab at all.
yeah, yeah, and slotted rotors, and I don't know what kind of rotor package they run in NASCAR to be honest. But the
Right.
weird thing is I just thought about this. How come this don't happen in the O'Reilly series? I haven't seen no issues in O'Reilly. Have you this year?
None.
And they're running a 15-inch steel wheel. So
Right.
that's what I don't get. I just don't understand that. Maybe the cars are running a little bit more horsepower. Maybe that's the problem.
Man,
So,
maybe
there's a
they're
lot
just
we could.
pushing it too much.
Yeah,
May
maybe
You
so.
know what I mean? Like these cup crew chiefs, man, they'll because the competition's so close in the cup series because they're running the exact same fucking car. You know what I mean? So it's like they gotta these crew chiefs, they gotta try stuff way outside the box that is recommended that they don't. You know what I mean?
Well,
As
just
far as
like Manny
air
said.
pressure, different
Remember when we interviewed Manny. Manny even said that like IndyCar and stuff is way ahead of NASCAR for some reason, and he don't understand why that is with the
right,
tires and everything. Uh,
right.
well, I'll tell you why because they're way more on safety because those cars are going way faster. So I mean, that's probably why when it comes to the braking and the tires issues is because you're going in excess of 200 miles an hour almost every race.
Well, that and also they're not nearly as heavy.
No, they're not. What is it?
That's
Not as heavy, but twice as wide. So you got more traction with the tires,
yeah,
right? Ain't that what it is?
yeah, yeah. So or something close to that.
Yeah, something like that.
It's just kind of that's why Indy cars are able to run at Indianapolis and have decent races at Indianapolis because they don't have as the big giant crazy bodies. Therefore there's not as much dirty air thing isn't as big of a thing for them. That and they've got they're running you can build them runs up on the long straightaways, and by the end of them, you can sit there and you can set up a pass. Where with
Right.
these cup cars and different things, it just you're not able to because of the dirty air. It doesn't allow you to keep the keep grip going into the corner, so you're gonna have to brake. So it just there's I hope they get this Indianapolis issue figured out, guys. I really do, because I'm an Indianapolis fan, like Speedway. Okay, love the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but boy, it was such a disappointment this past Brickyard. You know, hopefully they seen it, they get it figured out. They did at least make the change to the stage, stage break rule. That was a plus. A step in the right direction, if you will. So, I just want to mention, we do have a new long form video out. It's titled "NASCAR's Lost Teams: King Racing." Old Kenny Bernstein, the king of speed, his old race team, the number 26 Quaker State Buick, then Ford. Uh, yep, it's out. Got uploaded
Yep. Go
today.
check it out.
Go make sure and check it out. If you would like it, share it. Hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, Josh, that I mean, I don't really have much else to talk about. What do you guys in the comment section? You guys got anything you guys want to talk about NASCAR related?
Yeah.
Because there's a few of us in here, and I mean, let's talk. Let's see. Yep, Connor's saying, yeah, they need to fix the music, and that the brake pads do need to be fixed. Yes, Connor, they do. Without a doubt, they do. Um, but yeah, yeah, I do have a bit. Huh. Um, I gotta say, this one, without a doubt, this one, because after Darrell Waltrip, his experiences in this car in like 99 and 2000, they just weren't able to find the right setup for him to be comfortable. And he was a comfort driver. Like if you, even at his later age, if you were able to find his comfort level, he could still go out there and get in the top 10. I guarantee he could. But that was the problem. They just weren't able to with this Travis Carter Kmart number 66 team. They just weren't. Todd Bodine
Yeah. That
was able to
Kmart.
hop
That Kmart team, man. Yeah. Waltrip. He
and
hated that car.
hated it. Hated him. And not the people, but
He,
the
he
team itself.
on his podcast, he straight up said, I mean, not pot when he's
Yeah.
on podcast, that was the car he hated the most.
Yeah.
You got to think Darrell Waltrip drove so many cars.
A lot of cars. But he did. He drove a lot of cars. Then um, Todd Bodine hopped in this. And they just ended up winning 3
No,
poles.
Bailey.
Yeah, Barry. We all know how big of a Bubba Wallace fan he is. Anyway, uh,
No,
he hopped
no.
in, got a couple top fives. He led like 350 laps that year. Um, won 3 poles. Qualified in the top 10. I think it was 12 times. Crazy, crazy turnaround. Very surprising. So Bill Elliott, he had a few good runs on like speedways and at Pocono, but like no, he was in the last year of his team he owned, and he knew it. This was supposed to be at the time Todd Bodine's future. Okay, so he was pouring everything he had driving wise into this.
But the problem is the logo on the front. If you look, there's
I
a
know.
blue oval.
I know. I know that.
If you would
That
have
was
put
the
him on a
issue.
Chevy if you would have put him in the Chevy with the Kmart stuff, he'd have been all right. Especially at that time in NASCAR, Chevy was dominating.
Yeah. Let's see, pal. In 2000, it was either the Pepsi 400 at Daytona, or perhaps it might have been the Daytona 500, but it was how good he ran at Daytona. Okay, well then it wasn't got taken out by Mike Skinner. No, I don't remember that exactly, but I do remember him running really well at Daytona that year. So I do remember that. Oh goodness.
Oh, we forgot to talk about Steve real quick.
Um,
One part of the news. Okay, Bailey, you gotta run to town.
look, here's
One part of the
Bailey.
news.
So,
So, so Ty Gibbs running the Kyle Busch car, the memorial car.
oh yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yes.
guys. So check this one out, everyone. Ty Gibbs is going to be running a basically a Kyle Busch memorial scheme at Bristol, right?
Yes,
Okay. Yes.
yes.
So very exciting. It's going to be awesome. I think it's M&M's. Uh,
Yeah,
it's going to be
M&M.
nice. It's going to be nice. Give you a sight to see. Going to be a tearjerker, probably. To be honest with you.
On September 19th. And what's
Okay.
cool is like the car is yellow, and the whole uh, car is wrapped with like small pictures of Kyle Busch moments all around the car.
Nice. No, that's going to be cool. That's definitely going to be
Yeah.
cool. Oh, oh yeah. Well, yeah, man. That's that's exciting. That yeah, Connor. I actually, oddly enough, just watched that same race and was blown away that Hut Strickland got his last top 10 finish of his career, and Jenny Dunleavy's team's last top 10 finish of their career, of his long career, finishing sixth. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was blown away. I actually talked to Hut Strickland about that, matter of fact. You in the interview I did with him. You can actually catch that um on the playlist here on the channel. But I was much younger, and yeah, I wasn't very good on camera yet. I can't wait to have another opportunity to interview him at some point, because it's going to go so much better. I just, yeah. But yeah, buddy, I do remember. I do very, very clearly remember that. Very clearly. I watched that 4 days ago, matter of fact. But yeah, guys, I think that this is pretty much probably going to do it for the this edition of A Splash of Asphalt live. Um, just not much is happening, yet.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah. It's just
know,
not much excitement the last couple weeks,
it
really.
just hasn't been. But don't take that. No, there's been definitely been some exciting things that's happened. Okay, but it's just not not a
It's
bunches
not
of
a
exciting.
lot. Not a lot
No,
of so there's been a lot happening, but not a lot together. So
Yes.
it's been in spurts,
Newsworthy.
and a lot of people's talk. Yeah, so newsworthy. So there's only been like you said, like the the multiple wins back to back.
Very exciting.
Uh,
Awesome.
very exciting. There's been a little, but when you're doing this kind of stuff, you need multiple things to make it exciting. That and
Yes.
we did have a run like last month that it was a lot of news,
Yeah,
and
there's a
then
bunch.
it's just been dying out. And
And
the races haven't been up to par. I don't think
going
what we're
into
used to
the
seeing.
going into the chase, I think it will have a good improvement. I do think. I really do think. I think things will improve going into the chase and through the chase. I think so.
Oh yeah, and
But
we got Daytona coming up here soon. Uh,
mhm,
I
that
think
should be a great,
so. Yeah, it's going to get back on track. I think.
definitely, most definitely will. Well, everyone, yep. For my best friend Josh Lauderman, I'm Steve Moore. That's gonna do it for this edition of Splash of Asphalt Live. Till
See you
next time,
guys.
everyone. Take care.